Hello everyone. We're going to do the 3-inch Meander book. This is very quick and very fast. All it takes is a piece of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. You can use just a regular piece of scrapbook paper. I would suggest using something with just a little bit of body to it. The double-sided scrapbook paper works really good, and if you find a cool pattern, you really don't have to add a lot of stuff to the Meander book, but you can. But it's really fun to use double-sided paper. And if you want to paint your paper, stamp it, or any of that kind of stuff, I would suggest doing it before you score and cut your page. It's just easier to get paint and stuff on both sides that way. So I am going to use this piece of paper. It is a piece of cardstock, and I'm going to use a X-Acto knife, and you need a bone folder to make your folds really nice and crisp. So all you need to do is fold your scrapbook paper in half. Make sure that your corners are meeting. And use your bone folder. You want to start in the center and work your way to the edge. That keeps your corners closer to being where they need to be and not moving. Open it up, and you want to fold that to the center fold. Again, going to the center, up and then down. And the other side. Line up your paper before you use the bone folder. It doesn't have to be real crisp at this point because you will be refolding some of those folds. And then turn your paper the other way, and again in half. You're making a grid. And then you want to fold the edge to the center. Just moved. There we go. You want to be fairly accurate so your pages will go together nicely and won't be wonky. Not too wonky. A little wonky is okay. All right. So then you've got a grid of 16 squares. I am using X-Acto knife and a metal ruler, and my board is a little small, so I have to use it at an angle. So we're going to cut our pages, and we need to be pretty accurate so we're not cutting into the pages too much. And we're going to cut the outside lines only until this point. You want to make sure that this stays intact. So we're cutting along this line. So we're going to do this side first, and I am going to line up my ruler with my fold like that. And I am going to start at that intersection, that folded intersection right there. And I am going to go all the way down to the end of the paper. Okay? So then you've got a cut right until that fold right there. And then you also want to do that on the other side. Line up the ruler with the fold. I like to do that, and then I know that that fold is right there at the ruler. And then I don't usually use an X-Acto knife, so it's a little odd for me. I use my rotary cutter, and then we want to turn it all the way around to the other side, and we're going to do the middle fold. Again, we're going to leave the top square intact. We're only going to do these 3. Now line up the fold with the ruler. And cut all the way down to the end, like that. So then you're left with an M shape. You see the M, just like that. So then we want to start with the end piece here, and we're going to fold up, and we're going to accordion fold this entire book back and forth, all the way around. You want to make sure that your corners are matching up, and you can use a bone folder along the way to make your folds crisp if you so choose, or you can wait till the end to do them all at one time. When you get up here, you just go sideways, but you make sure that you're going back and forth, like an accordion. And then you want to go all the way down. And again, to the side. And some of the folds you're going to be retraining to go an opposite direction, and that is the way it works, so that is perfectly fine. So you just do an accordion fold all the way around until you get to the end, like that. Okay? And that is the basic structure for your Meander book. It depends on how accurate you were with your measuring, your folding. Sometimes it's a little wonky, but it's really not too noticeable. It happens. It takes some practice to get it absolutely perfect, and you have to cut absolutely perfect as well, but that works perfectly fine. And so now you can stamp in here, you can add collage, you can add photographs, you can do anything you would like to do with your book. You can even add covers, and I will do a separate video showing how to put covers on these books. So that is the basic 3-inch Meander book structure. I hope that was easy. Thanks for watching.